Hi, everyone. So I'm just waiting for people to get on the channel so that I can say hey and all of that. See what's going on with you guys today. I hope that you are doing fantastic and all is going well. Hi there. How are you? I just thought I'd get on here and say hey to everyone and see what was going on. I'm doing fine. How are you doing? Hopefully more people get in here. The energy flow for me for the last couple of days has been really, really huge. I love you guys. Thank you for being a part of this channel. Listen, I couldn't even do this channel without you all. I really could not do it without you all. I love you all as well. I really do. Thank you all for accepting me for just who I am. And sometimes it's really hard energy that flows through me, but I appreciate you. It is crazy energy. It is extremely crazy energy. I'm trying to be the one, and I'm sure, I mean, obviously if you're spiritual, I'm sure you feel energy as well. But it's huge sometimes. It's too much at sometimes when I'm doing a reading, but it is what it is. It is crazy true. I'm so glad that you guys are here. Even if it's just a couple of you all. I want to do this a little bit more often. I don't keep my comments open for personal reasons, as many of you guys have followed me know the crap that I've been through. But anyway, I just felt led to just get on here and say hey to a couple people or whoever just wanted to get on here and all that, and to see how you guys were doing and just chit chat. Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Well, all praise and glory go to the great one. Okay, that's great. I'm glad that things do resonate with you all and all of that. So I don't know what to talk about. Do you guys have any kind of a question? You want me to pull a couple cards for you? Any specific question? Real short and sweet type of a question. You've been through the ringer? Well, let's see what kind of suggestion. Let's see what kind of suggestion we can. What's your sign? You don't have to give your sign if you don't want to. Yeah, but what kind of energy? So we have the Queen of Cups coming out here. Something about going through the ringer within some type of relationship, Aries and Gemini. And then there is a Cancerian type energy. So we have the Queen of Cups coming out here, which would be Cancerian energy. This is about love. If it's in the upright, this is beautiful energy. It's a healer type energy, as we know. So the Queen of Cups, mothers and bosses and real emotional energy as well. I'm trying to help a lot and not make to you when I get out of the situation. Oh, you guys are so sweet. So sweet. So we have the Hermit coming out here. Somebody really going within. Really trying to figure something out. Has high volume. And as we know, it is also the Tet. And in the Hebrew, that is trying to keep somebody up in clay and do some stupid nasty. And so something was very much manipulative in some type of situation. Then we've got some type of a judgment on something. We've got authority coming out here and luck, people. There's going to be some type of luck coming for you guys. Those of you who've gone through the ringer, if you're standing in this truth, this is an inevitable fate for you and me. It really is. Whatever's happened with whoever it's happened with, whatever the dirty, filthy ringer type of situation that's gone on, whatever even the mistakes are, if somebody wants to come back around and be truthful and really be genuine, then the wheel will turn in luck, because the wheel is here for us. It's very big energy then coming out here. This is all kinds of fortune showing up here for those of you who have been through the ringer and standing in the truth. It will turn out for you and me every single time. There's Gemini energy coming out here. We also have Virgo and Sagittarius and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy coming out in this reading for just pulling cards. Let me pull from this Hebraic deck. So there's obvious some type of a decision being made in a very big way. We have the arm of the divine showing up with the Wheel of Fortune. Let me take from this Hebraic deck and let's just see what Jehovah just wants to bring out. You pick it, Jehovah. So a song is in my heart. So somebody got some type of song in their heart. We got the love energy showing up here in a very big way. Somebody's really got some high volume energy for healing something here. And somebody has been guilty within something. Well, we know we got the law here. Something's been dirty within some type of a situation. That is a lot for me to read. I'm not going to read that. Just because I don't have my glasses on. And there's friendship and hospitality here and enjoying company. I will say that I did a couple of readings today and this card kept coming out. So people being hospitable to one another and things like that. That kind of energy right there, people will bring luck to our life and will bring fortune. And we energetically put those kind of deposits in another realm. And regardless, whatever people try to put you and I through the ringer within, the wheel will turn on our behalf, and there will be friendly hospitality, and the guilty will stay guilty because they're filthy. We loose the spirit of whoredom in the name of Yeshua. And we've had a lot of people that's done some really nasty, filthy things to some people. We've seen a lot of third-party energy. And if you got caught up in that kind of stuff and you come out of it, there's no condemnation for you. There's not, okay? Whatever that's been. Jehovah says that you are respected in an upright way when you stand in the truth. And you will, and it will turn out good for you, people. It really will. Somebody's been bound up into some type of a pledge that was made, and something corrupt came out of that energy. How do I know that I was crossed? Let me see what's going on here. See if I can go back up here real quick. I don't have my glasses on, guys, so be patient with me. So happy. How do I know I was crossed? Yes, I was wondering if he dumped the manipulating karmic. Okay, well, we'll just pull some cards here. Obviously, something's gotten dirty within some of y'all's situation. Something was designed and planned. Well, this is somebody's trying to catch somebody up in some type of a net, and that's what that karmic type of energy does to people. I don't understand why those people even exist in our earth, people. I really don't. Let's see. Let's just pull some extra cards here. Let me go back here and see how do you know that you were crossed? Well, first of all, your intuition will go off for you to know when you're crossed. We've got high volume wisdom coming out here. We've got the hermit coming out here twice. What does your intuition say? Look, when you and I get around somebody and something's going off that just don't feel right, that's how you know that you need to pay attention to something and listen to that still small voice. Obviously, we got real dirty energy out here. Somebody designed something in a very cunning way within some type of a device that they used. Because we got somebody who's guilty here within something that they did. So if you got used, obviously that was karmic activity going on within some type of a situation. Very dirty, and it will be very public when they are brought to justice. And my mom and ex-husband are weird club involved. There's a lot of weird people out there. There's a judgment here. It's a big time judgment on nastiness, people. It's really showing up here. So how do you know that you were crossed? Is by when you're standing in the truth. There is nothing that can come against you for you not to know when it has been a lie or the truth. You will know how to weigh something out. You and I just will know. And Jehovah will bring everything to the light. So, you sitting there saying something to be very public, it's going to be very public, and he's going to make ashamed those people who do that dirty kind of stuff. People, he really is going to make them ashamed. There's a great big judgment here. The hand of the divine's turning something, and a very inevitable fate is showing itself here. So it's going to be huge. This is expansive stuff on all of you who deserve to be blessed. Jehovah's going to bless you. What other energy you want to bring out here? So the devil is here. Well, we got dirty stuff here. It's also the industry. This is also exes and divorces and boss figures. We got business really big out here. The truth is here. The whole truth and nothing but the truth is coming up here with clarity, because we got big time wisdom showing up. Okay, somebody been freaking crosswayed, and I'm stupid, and I got two minds, and I'm unstable, and I don't know what to do because they don't walk in the truth. These are karmic people that just want to come and take what you have, and they don't get to do that anymore. Again, somebody worked on something, they planned something very cunning within something that they designed. So we got designing type of energy here. And then the King of Cups, we've got a match. The King and Queen of Cups is showing up out here. This is very intelligent energy if it's in the upright. Even if it's in the negative, still very intelligent energy, because we have a King and a Queen out here, people. And somebody is very wise and cunning at what they did. And whoever's energy this is about, they're not going to get away with it. They won't get away with it. Show me this King and this Queen of Cups. This upright, this is love coming for somebody. Somebody got a match here. Somebody's got a match here. So we got people that are in their head. Okay, if somebody broke the law, because we do have somebody's guilty out here, then they'll go to jail. If it got that bad for you, whoever this energy is about, somebody's obviously a kook in their brain. Somebody's also just in their head. Yova said somebody just in their head because they're in love and they don't know what to do. Somebody that got caught up in something and they're innocent. Whoever this is for, somebody is in love with somebody and the feelings are mutual, but somebody or both parties are in love and both parties are in their head about something because there was some type of a situation that was devilish or whatever this is, or if it was a third party or what, or if it was a karmic or whatever it is that was worked on to try to catch somebody up. If it was an X, we got an X here. You're always going to turn something. This is inevitable fate in the truth, and something will come out about that for you, and it will be fortunate, and you're going to use that nasty stuff that happened, and you will teach from that place. This is a teaching energy, and it will help other people to be able how to weigh something out and to balance the truth. That's our goal in life, people, is to get people out of the nastiness and to teach them. Get rid of the snakes. This is the snake in the basket. People really have a snake in the basket. They talk out of both sides of their mouth. Oh, you got this? I'll be sly over here. I want it too. And people have been duped within that. At the same time, those people who got duped up in that stuff and really called out to the divine or transmuted some stuff, you're hopefully going to turn something around for your sake, for you to be blessed in it, people. He really is. This goes back to heirs to kingdom in the earth, and we are kings and queens, and so we need to stand up and take our role. And kings go to war is what the scripture says, and we got to get up and fight for it. But somebody is very much in love, but somebody's in their mind about their love because something dirty came out of it. We got victory, regardless if people want to block you or not. There's a victory here, people. Nobody can block you. This is also getting up and teaching those people who just haven't had an awakening yet. They're still putting up walls. At the same time, you and I getting up and speaking what we know, and they'll learn as we go, okay? And it will turn every single time for us, and it'll be something blessed. It really will. So the will is coming out here. Look, somebody was knocked off. And the wicked will also be knocked off. They don't stop. Okay? And it'll go in your favor. It will. And the truth is here. We've got communication coming. And the Queen of Cups coming out here twice. So there is love here. There's children. There's gossipy things going on with the little page. And checking people out. Well, let them check you out. The main thing is that we want people to get saved. We don't want to see people have it get knocked off. And if they don't want to quit and they want to stay in their dirtiness, then the divine will come in and knock them off. And then we still win in the end because we're standing in truth. So we do have children, and this is unconditional love as well in the upright of the Page of Cups. So anyway, I just wanted to pull some cards here. Somebody is guilty of something. The devil's going away, people. Something's very these are the karmics right here. The filthy nasties, okay? And people who are in the upright can stand up against this. Don't care what zodiac sign we are in. The devil's still the devil. This is also about testing. This is about the truth as much as it is about the lie as well. And anyway, got a lot of doubles out here. The Wheel came out twice. The Queen of Cups came out twice. I guess that's it. But we did have some doubles out here. The Hermit came out twice here as well. Doubles. People acting like they're one way. I'm just like you are, and they're not. They're guilty in their fakeness. Because we got people that are real intelligent and real cunning at what they've done to you and I, people. It's really let me share something. Some of y'all probably have already heard this before. Many years ago I had a dream, and I was taken off in this dream, and I won't tell all the dream, but it was like a journey that I was on. And when I got home, in my dream, it was my actual home that I lived in. And I walked into the home, and when you open the door, there's stairs that went up to our, at that time I was with somebody, and the person was with me in the dream. The person was behind me that was also coming through the door. But when you opened our door, there's stairway that was there. And the Jacksons were there. You know, Michael Jackson, his family was there, and they were all draped up on my stairway in that dream. And that was around the time that Michael Jackson actually had died. But they appeared in my dream, and they were all in mourning, and they were crying, and they were just kind of draped up my stairs. And anyway, why they were there in my dream, they were. And I walked through the door, and I came up the stairs. And when I got up to the top of the stairs, our bed was right there at the top of the bedroom. And the person that I was with that was behind me was still behind me. But when I got to the top of the stairs, he was also in the bed. And I looked back, and I said, how is this possible? Because you're here and you're there. And in my dream, they both begin to fight back and forth and say, no, I'm the real one. And the other one says, no, I'm the real one. And I got confused in that dream, and I sat down at the end of the bed, and I was just like trying to figure out what in the world was going on, because there were doubles there. And as my head was in my hands and I was trying to figure something out, I felt this presence just literally just walk beside me and then walk back out. And it caught my attention, and I happened to look at the bed, and the one that was in the bed, they were beheaded. Now, this is amazing, because where we're at in history and prophecy and all the things that I do talk about on my channel about the beheading and things like that, it's interesting that was back in 2010 or 2011 when I had that reading. And it was about a beheading and doubles going on. And I looked on my bed, and the head was taken off of this person, and there was no blood in this. But they weren't real. They weren't real. It's a very strange dream. But we do have people that are not real. They're the walking dead. And we find that in scripture. Whatever that fully means, I don't still know all of the meaning of that dream, but I do know that we are dealing with doubles and what people would call twins and things like that. And there's something to all this, and it's very deep. It's very deep. And I would like to talk to somebody who might even have more knowledge about that, which you guys can, email me. I have an email on my page in the description. If anybody has any information about that, or if the divine is giving you any kind of insight on my dream, I would love, if you are an interpreter of dreams and stuff like that, I love to pull on other people's energy as well, because we learn from one another, okay? But that dream has stuck with me for a long time, and I've experienced a lot of things out of that dream with doubles and people acting like they're one way and they're not. And we really are finding ourselves in the time of prophecy. And there is a great, what is the word? Consummation that the Great One states in some writings that people would come back together that are supposed to be together. And that's why these, I guess they call karmics, are trying to get themselves in there. Because we're told in scripture that the devil knows that his time is short, people. These people know that they're going to go away. They're going to go out into eternity. They don't get to rise again like you and I do. The people wanted the materialistic world to sign their soul away, and that's the only reason why they chase and hunt and try to catch some people up, because they lost their every love of mind. They don't have a soul with them. These are the soulless people. These karmics are soulless. And you and I got to catch them, because they hunt you and I for our soul. And it's time for us to stand up, put our finger and say, we know what you are, who you are and what you're about, and we're going to put you away because your time is up. This is about time. The devil represents time, and it is time. It's time for us to live in a land where we don't have to worry about our babies going out and playing in the street and some predator, because this is about a predator here with the devil. These people are not real, and people better sit down with their teenagers and their kids and teach them about some things. Some real spiritual things are happening in a very karmic way. And if my life hasn't been a testimony to help people learn, because I've had to go through some really hard stuff. My babies have died. My son was beheaded, but I get up on this camera to be a testimony that where we're at in history, and for somebody to not have to go through that kind of stuff. But Jehovah prophesied this in dreams way before it ever happened. I really believe that that's why I still have my times where I cry, but there's such a peace on the inside because he foretold me before it happened. It was all for a purpose. I will see my family in the other realm again, and that gives me hope. It really does. And so regardless, if there are people like this standing in front of you, with you and I having knowledge about what's really going on, some of these people are karmic, some of them aren't. Some of these people know what they're doing. Some of them haven't had their awakening yet to go, what am I doing? To realize who's who in the earth. Who's who in the earth. I told on my channel not too long ago, somebody in the political realm, I had watched a video and somebody called that person a demigod. And I spoke about demigods and nymphos and giants and all that kind of stuff. We got all kinds of writings about things like this. And we'd be crazy to think, people, that we're the only existence in this realm. We got some freaks out there. We have giants. We have mixtures of people that should have never mixed. If you go read the first chapter of Genesis and then the second chapter of Genesis, the people are different. They are different. Maybe I'll get on here. I've taught about this before on my other channel. But not everybody is the same. Not everybody has a soul. Not everybody has the breath of life. The chapter 1 of Genesis, they didn't have the breath of life breathed in them, but the second chapter they did. At the same time, once the flood came, it was like everything had started all over again. But it also states, I think it's in Genesis 6, that even after the flood, there was still men of renown and giants that still remained in the land, because they're spiritual beings, and people got openings on the inside, and they don't realize that when the Christ said that when he returned, it would be like the day of the flood, but this time be like fire. Fire is spiritual. So last time it was a real physical, big giants in the land. I mean, we've got archaeologists that have found big bones and things like that, but now we've got spiritual, demonic giants from within. And it's a mystery to us all, but this stuff is true, people. And if you and I don't have wisdom from within to catch that snake, we're screwed. These karmics are not real. People who don't want to get it, they want to fight, they want to bring a division. These people are full of demons. They will never get it. Go read the last book. I think it's the last book. It's in Daniel, where I have talked about on this channel, where people would try to cling to people, but they couldn't cling because they're made up of different types of material on the inside. They're not real. They're not. They're half human. They're half giants. They're half metal. They're half, what is it called? Daniel actually says what they're made of, but they're mixed. They're mixed. They could never cling. They can't. That's why there's so much war going on. And Jehovah is separating now. And if you and I don't get up and do our part, people, you're gonna find yourself on the wrong side. Please sit down with your family and just have some conversation, because there's some real predators around the children. Okay, again, I am a testimony of my babies have been crucified. They've been chopped asunder by wicked beasts in the earth. These people exist, and I love you enough to warn you about it. Anyway, I just want to get on here and say hey to you all, and tell you how much I appreciate y'all being a part of my channel. I know it's a very heavy channel, but I speak from experience in a lot of things that I have experienced, and some things have been dropped down in me by way of the great divine, and he backs up what he says on this channel. I just get out of the way and let him teach, because I'm being taught as well as you are as well. And anyway, thanks for being a part of this channel. I love y'all so very much, and I appreciate you for your support, even just energetically. Keep going, stay strong, stick your finger in the face of those liars, and be victorious. Shalom.